said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Glad to have you with us from Bank of America Stadium, home to the Panthers here in Charlotte, North Carolina. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sooners will boot it away to start the game. Start at the 25. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense comes onto the field first today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy...
Turning it on! He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Offense in an empty set. Dropping back, it's Duarte. Got his man in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Plucks it out of the air. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Complete to the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Tar Heels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooners offense will get the ball for the first time. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Now on first down from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gives it on the option. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. They'll ride the hot hand. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Manning. Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here's the handoff. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
This running back has been the only guy obviously who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Hunt is in the air. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Offense gets set for second down. Back to throw, it's Manning. Floating away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. Stumbled to the ground. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Sooners want to move quickly.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Sooners are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That brings him to within 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything.
Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game. They have a lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Breaks into the open. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. Have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Back to throw, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Tar Heel. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing what...
Oh, and they blocked it. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Manning. He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play, clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Throws to the tight end. And here's the third interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Trying to take it back. And he'll haul it over and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Makes it past the marker. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. The Sooners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Handoff to the single running back. Fighting off the defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air. It's Manning. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air on first down. They're setting up the screen. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
The Tar Heels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having to lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Manning. Fires to the tight end. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners have their offense in high gear. From the gun, the ground game. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Missouri dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll give it to him again. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Gets the back moving. Hand off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Duarte. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Unloads to the wideout. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, North Carolina! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he's going to try to return this one. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Schaefer. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Looking for room, it's Meyer. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, oh man, that defensive end had a great get-off on that play. Exploded out of his three-point stance. He's able to use the swim move and get to the QB.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That pass is intercepted, but he's out of bounds, so it'll go down as an incompletion and a stroke of good luck for the quarterback. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Snags it on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. And the Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Schaefer. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the 1st down.
As a defensive guy, you use the sideline as your 12th man. You push the receiver out that direction. Look at the wide receiver, still doing a great job of getting small and getting that foot in bounds, making the play, and catching the ball.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man in the middle. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. Can't meet the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. In 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Finds a man on the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Give to the fullback. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Duarte. Unloads to the right. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up. There he goes! And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Dances away. Going to try to get it himself. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. Got it set up on the outside. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Schaefer. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown Sooners! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guy's catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads.